Monk MT here. It's a beautiful day. This is day 3 of a fast, and we're answering the question today, as always, how to take over the world. Well, really, how to take over our own world, how to regain our health, our vitality, how to be inspired, how to actually get the juice out of life when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling burnt out as a massage therapist. How do you regain that? So, you gotta start with your body. And that's why today, I just wanna talk about fasting. I wanna talk about regaining your inspiration. I wanna talk about taking a little sabbatical, whether that's a weekend to yourself, 4 days to yourself, a week to yourself, maybe even a month to yourself, and allocating the time and the money, creating a fund to invest in yourself, because this is your life, this is your well-being. And if you don't have that energy, if you're not healed yourself, then how are you going to bring that to the world? Our mission is to heal the world, but we got to start by healing ourselves. And so for so long, I would just grind it out and work and have this worry about not having enough money. And that's very annoying because it's so insidious, it's sneaky. You don't even know how stupid it is to live like that, especially if you're in your 20s or 30s. There's a big, amazing world out there, so many adventures that you can have. And yet I just kept on sticking to this idea that I have to just save up money, stockpile money. Oh my God, am I ever gonna have enough? Am I gonna have enough clients? Am I gonna have clients leave? Is the seasonality of working in Florida gonna screw me over? And so I'm just realizing in the last few years the importance of taking that sabbatical, the importance of, getting a reading done on your energy, on your inspiration, and then reconnecting with those things that really light you up. So for me, that's traveling. So I'm taking the traveling trip, a road trip with my buddy, getting the yogis together, going to the springs in Central Florida, going to see Sadhguru in Georgia, going to an ashram in Tennessee, Triple I, the Institute of Inner Sciences. And so all this stuff, thinking about hiking, being out in a tent, hiking all day, being with the animals, learning Boy Scout skills, being a hiker, that just lights me up. So today, I'm looking to exchange my Camry. It's right out there. Maybe you can see her. My Camry. Love her to death, but I'm gonna get a Subaru so that we can have our cooler, so that we can have a nice comfy car to go travel around the United States, So the idea that I can rent out this apartment and just go, be with all my friends, be in nature, be with God, take some time to just heal, fasting, doing panchakarma, detoxing. We're talking about the enemas, the bastis, the neti pots, just completely detoxing your entire system. And being with friends, reconnecting with friends, all of this stuff. This is what resonates with people. This is what resonates with you. This is what heals you. You gotta find, again, that thing that just lights you up, that feeling in your life that you just feel like you have that oomph. You have that mojo. You got that Johnny Bravo. You got that, a lot of you are actually women. So you have that vibrant, beautiful feeling that life is like live, love, and laugh. You gotta have that energy inside you. And so if you feel like you're burned out, something has changed, you get into your 30s, you've been working too much, the stress, you haven't given yourself enough vacation, you're not connected. Start building that freedom fund, start building that budget, and find out what it is for you. Maybe for you, it's getting a little golden doodle. Maybe for you, it's taking a dance class once or twice a week. Maybe you always wanted to learn a new language. Maybe you wanted to go see South America. I'm studying Spanish now, and I'm gonna go visit Chile, Brazil, Argentina, okay? ABC. So I'm learning Spanish, looking forward to that. That's the kind of stuff that lights me up. I'm thinking about, I'm learning Qigong now. I'm learning Capoeira. I'm learning how to dance. I'm spending time going to the temple. I'm able to reconnect and socialize. I gave myself this time, so my sabbatical is going to be a good year, okay? Now, maybe for you, it's going to be a week. Maybe you gotta make it more of a savings priority goal. Maybe you have to understand more about budgeting, practical steps of how to get there, you know? By the way, this tea is amazing. Day 3 of a fast, you know, the herbs, your body just absorbs it in an amazing way. This is ashwagandha. You put ashwagandha with cinnamon, some guduchi. Oh my God, they call guduchi the nectar of immortality in Ayurveda. So this is great for your digestion. Got some cloves in here. It's like Christmas, guys. Cinnamon, cloves, ashwagandha, guduchi, and salt for the minerals. You know, so we were talking about making a budget, your freedom budget, your sabbatical budget, your inspiration budget, your rejuvenation, healing, detoxing budget. So it's like, if you start being able to deposit $100 a month, $200 a month, I was able to go really minimalist and start depositing like $500 to $1,000 a month. In a good amount of time, if you're living minimalistically below your means, you can take a week sabbatical, a month sabbatical. You know, season comes, and in the summer, maybe you don't have as many people, you got some snowbirds that fly away. That's the time to take a 3-month sabbatical. You know, this is really common for massage therapists. They'll go to Colorado or something if you live in the tropicals, and you have your clients actually leave for the 4 months of summer. So go to Colorado, do some skiing, do some snowboarding. Another thing that I want to do, I have a friend in Colorado. We're gonna be snowboarding. I'm gonna learn how to ski. Can do a lot of that in Chile, a lot of mountains in Chile. So, you know, just different thought bubbles that I want to give you. Just start thinking about these different thought bubbles of, how can I heal? How can I inspire myself? How can I take a sabbatical? How to organize your finances and your time so you can do this and really feel like you're juiced up, like you're vibrant again. You know, this is the point anyway. You didn't get into this career to feel burnt out and pinned down. You got into this career to feel the amazing healing energy of life, the inspiration of life. So it could be as simple as, you know, watching this channel. I talk about the healing methods, you know, doing some fasting. You can do water fasting, herbal fasting, juice fasting, a liquid only diet. Amazing energizing healing effects. You know, maybe you're feeling pain in your wrist, your back, your upper back, your shoulders, your neck. Maybe you're starting to get trigger points and knots and you don't understand how to heal it. They're not healing fast enough. Do some fasting, my friend. Do some water fasting, do some juice fasting, do some liquid only diet. You know, we're exploring all of these things. Some of you really like the idea of ketosis. Start experimenting with ketosis. Start experimenting with intermittent fasting. There's so many healing methods that we have. I'm going to be showing you a little bit of Qigong. Very easy Qigong. Very easy yoga. I'm going to be teaching you about the sattvic diet. Just eating the right foods that make your mind, your body work better. It heals your mind. It heals your body. It opens you up to that inspiration, that fun. You know, that young feeling. When I was young, I used to listen to a lot of Skrillex, electronic. I go to the gym and I just feel like a bull. You know, I had that vitality, that resilience. I could eat whatever I wanted. Protein shakes, whey protein, milk. We'd go and we'd play sports, and then we'd go to Wendy's after. I'd have the chili, and I could eat at night, and I could work out directly after I ate. So that vitality, not that you're supposed to break the rules of health, but that vitality where you feel like you're resilient, you're bulletproof, that's valuable. So getting that back. And if you're a woman, probably feels more like this light, wonderful, perceptive feeling, just this emotion. You feel music very deeply. And you feel very beautiful. You know, your hair looks more luscious. Your skin is more smooth. And for guys, it's like you just feel like your voice is deeper. Your body is stronger. You want to play more aggressive sports. You want to wrestle. You want to play football. You want to compete. You want to lift heavy stuff. You want to be stupid and mess around and do stupid things. Your energy is just bursting out of your body. You want to listen to electronic and go crazy and party. See, that feeling is not gone. You know, you can get it back, and it's just a matter of understanding how to heal deeply. And so having the motivation to fast, do a 2-day fast, a 3-day fast, a 1-week juice fast, a 30-day liquid-only diet where you're just blending all your food, your body can heal. Your digestive system can heal. A lot of times it's coming from the digestive system is what I found. And maybe you're having skin issues. It comes from the digestive system. Fatigue, chronic fatigue, lethargy after eating, digestive system. Maybe you got to detox some parasites. Maybe you got a little bit of bad bacteria in your gut that you got to detox. That's why the herbs, guys, you wake up in the morning, you have your water with lemon, cayenne pepper, then you have your turmeric and neem to cleanse all those parasites out. Then you have your adaptogens to rejuvenate and strengthen, like ashwagandha, shilajit, rhodiola, sea moss, all that good stuff, your ginsengs. See, this is what gives you back your vitality. And then you could start thinking, I got a little bit more energy. I'm sleeping a little bit better. You got all your health routines on lock. You got your wind down routine before bed. You're dimming all the lights before bed. You're getting that deep sleep. I just slept for 8 hours straight, not waking up once. I feel amazing. I put on the rain sounds, big game changer. You get the morning sunlight in your retinas. Huberman talks about this. You get the sunset, low angle sunlight in your retinas. Your circadian rhythm gets set. Your melatonin production is high. You're drinking the right adaptogenic herbs and teas. You got your valerian root tea. You got your lemon balm. You got your ashwagandha. You're winding down, blue light blocker glasses. You're reading books, biographies, inspirational books. You're doing a little bit of yoga and chanting before bed. Boom, your sleep is back on track. The number one pillar of your health is your sleep, remember. You're getting that yogi sleep, that yoga nidra. You got your morning routine on lock. You got your nutrition on lock. You got your exercise on lock. You're getting your steps in every day. You're doing a little bit of resistance training. You got that muscle blooming out of your body. You're feeling like you got time to socialize. You're feeling like your life is getting on all cylinders. Health, wealth, love, and happiness. You're making time for all of those. You're not neglecting any of them. You understand where your investments are. You understand your budget, wealth. You understand your health. You got all your routines on lock in your health. Love, you're making time for socializing, for family, for friends, for dating, for your marriage. And happiness results as a byproduct of you managing your energies and your time correctly. Wow, that is good. With a little bit of Himalayan pink salt in there. So I just gotta say, feeling blessed to be here. Feel like massage therapists can heal the world. Can heal the world, and we're healing ourselves first. So let me know what you're feeling. Let me know what you're dealing with. Let me know what you're inspired about. I'm getting this little keyboard with simply piano again. Playing musical instruments. Most people just listen to music. Most people just watch sports. Playing instruments and playing sports is where you really get inspired. It's beautiful. So I'm inspired in all these different ways. Definitely making time. Finally making time to nourish my soul. And God bless you. If you feel like you've been burnt out, it's time to nourish your soul. You've been such a giver, maybe even an over giver. Maybe you've seen signs of it. A little bit of gray hairs. I started getting a little bit of gray hair, a little bit of wrinkles on the forehead, a little bit too much worry about everything in life, right? You can worry about anything. It's time to detox. It's time to cleanse all those things out. It's time to recenter. It's time to really rejuvenate and heal and detox and bring you back that youth in life. Bring you back that enthusiasm in life. Bring you back that love of life. And start to feel like your life can bloom again. Your life can blossom. You're a beautiful person. You deserve this. You're a healer. Let yourself heal, my friend. That's what this channel is all about. So, I'm gonna take you on a little adventure today. We got some fun stuff coming up. Selling the car, buying the new car. This is the beginning of the journey across the United States to travel, to culture, to learn, and to have fun with friends. Guys, I'm pumped. So let me drink this. I'm gonna finish some yoga and I'll bring you on a little adventure with me today, okay? Cheers. Out here at the park, working on the posture. This is day 4 of the fast. Nothing hurts doing a little bit of weight training, a little bit of exercise while you're fasting. You just gotta make sure you don't go too heavy. You can't go 10 out of 10 with a workout when you're on a prolonged fast, but just listen to your body, you know? Feels good. So I love that exercise. You know, massage therapists, we're always working with our arms in front of us like this, right? So that's a great exercise to work those rhomboids, mid traps, and pull those shoulders back so that we don't have that syndrome where we're kind of like slouched forward. So I'm out here at the park with my bike, just grounding, you know, giving myself the time to enjoy my sabbatical, enjoy my health. You know, day 4 of a fast is actually way easier than I thought it would be. It's way easier. Like, I feel great. I actually feel like it's such a blessing to be able to go without food. And you do feel stuff more. You know, you feel music more. I feel like today I was just able to get so much done looking for the car, screening out a bunch of different cars. You read easier. I mean, I'm enjoying tea so much. I never realized how much I can enjoy having tea. And so fasting is way easier than you think. For me, it was only hard on the first day, but it's actually a wonderful thing just to feel like you don't need food. Same thing with water. People dry fast, and so whenever I don't have water, I'm really just thinking, wow, how great, I get to dry fast for another 6 hours. You know, you're not being a zealot, you're staying in touch with how you actually feel. But at the same time, the body is more robust than you think, and any emotional things that you go through, like if you start feeling like, oh man, I'm really tired, I'm really fatigued, there's nothing wrong with pushing through that a little bit. But if it persists and you start throwing up, these are also very natural detox symptoms when you start fasting. And so there's nothing to be worried about. Nobody's ever hurt themselves fasting. The only thing is, everybody's gonna have different detox reactions based on how much toxins you're getting out of your body. So it's kind of like you're popping the bubble of all those toxins and your body's moving it out. So really, really good to sweat a little bit, but you stay hydrated. I'm taking my minerals, taking my magnesium, taking a lot of Himalayan pink salt, keep those electrolytes, and taking a lot of adaptogens. I showed you guys the adaptogens before, and sleep has also been an amazing difference. Sleeping through the whole night, 7.5, 8 hours, wake up feeling amazing. And I don't have to use like the 1.5, 2 hours a day to cook. So I'm really loving this, you know? And I'm a thin guy to begin with. I really am. I didn't really need to lose that much weight. And, you know, I'm maintaining my strength and my muscle. I don't feel weak at all. So, let alone if you feel like you have weight to lose, if you gain some weight, then this is a tremendous opportunity to burn a lot of fat. You know, people, if you fast, even just with water and some herbs, you can lose in 1 week a good like 10, 15 pounds. You know, I'm looking at these other testimonials and YouTube channels that have fasting communities, which I'm getting too. Leave a comment below if you want to be let in. We have WhatsApp and Facebook fasting groups, and people are doing juice fasting. In 40 days, they're losing like 40 pounds. This is a very common thing. Your body's metabolism picks back up. And so there's very little risk that you're going to be actually losing muscle. Your growth hormone spikes so fast within 1 day of fasting, it goes up like 300%. And growth hormone has everything to do with muscle protein synthesis. Just means it's going to hold on to that muscle. And so, you know, people thinking you're going to lose muscle. You're not going to lose muscle. Your body's smart. Your body's going to eat all the fat, get rid of all the damaged proteins first. It's called autophagy. And so it's basically like this cleanup crew that goes around. It's like a military training crew that gets rid of all the weak cells and starts training all the cells, all the organs, all the systems of the body to be, it's like they go through boot camp and they come out being super efficient. And so it's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. And you feel amazing. I mean, there's a little bit of detox symptoms for some people, but overall, I give this like a 10 out of 10. This is an amazing experience. For me, I've never fasted really more than like 50 hours, 2.5 day fast. It's the first time, you know, day 4, and I'm loving this. I am really loving this. So just wanted to give you guys an update, show you a little bit of my workout. I'm just doing push-ups, some rows here, and some handstands. And it's a beautiful day. It's really beautiful. So super happy to be out here. Love the productivity, love the sleep, love the energy, love the mood. This is an amazing free medicine. This is like the best medicine that you could ever dream of. And it's free, and not that many people are talking about it, and your doctor probably won't tell you about it. So this is really an amazing gift. And if you want to beat burnout, if you want to regain your youth, regain your beauty, regain your hormones, lose weight, be more successful, raise your vibration, and detox these toxins that could really be keeping your energy at such a low state that people feel it. You know, everybody has a certain amount of energy that they bring when they're around people. So all these things could be the secret to you being more successful, to being subconsciously more attractive, and to be able to really enjoy and perceive the amazing things in life, and then magnetize people to you because they just sense that you're just so complete, you're so whole in yourself. And it starts with you just being healthy. Everybody should learn the science of fasting, cleansing, re-energizing, and getting back that youth, getting back those amazing, simple abilities to just enjoy, to run around, and to perceive things very differently, very deeply, you know? You're gonna love it. So again, if you want to be part of the fasting communities, leave a comment below. Look in the description. I'm going to leave the WhatsApp group. You can join that. It's free. And so I'm going to wrap up the video here because the sun is setting. And I'm going to start doing my wind down. You know, I'll talk a little bit to you about that before we wind up. Because I have a 2-hour wind down. Usually at least 2 hours. Sometimes 1 hour you get away with. But 2 hours before bed, you really want to start winding down, calming your system, getting away from light. So what I'll do is I'll get on my blue blocker glasses, I'll get into my room, and I'll put on my low angle Himalayan salt lamps. You know, low angle is important because the sun is always above, and so that stimulates your retina in a certain way to pause melatonin, right? You need melatonin to sleep. It's the sleep chemical. So I put it's like having candles. You want all low angle lights, like theater mode. It really calms your system, right? It's subconscious even. And so no light, and you reduce the amount of liquid that you're drinking by a little bit, and you just do everything calming. You start reading, you do a little bit of yoga, but you don't look at the computer. Blue light is toxic for your sleep. Talk about a health hazard. Talk about a health terrorist. It's actually blue light. It's actually messing with your sleep, because sleep is one of the most important things about your health. I'd say sleep is number 1. The people you hang out with is number 2. You can interchange those. The water that you drink is probably number 3. The food that you eat is number 4. People underestimate water. People don't understand the science, all the details that go into having healthy water. But you're 75% water. And the water can be so toxic for so many different reasons. So people haven't been educated on water. You know, so these are all things that you can tremendously change. So you start focusing on your wind down. You know, you get your blackout curtains, you make the room colder. Those are the main things. You put on some rain sound, you start really relaxing. So that's what I'm going to start doing. You know, I even bring down the level of stimulation in terms of how much I socialize, really just wind down, and it makes a huge difference. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. And what I want you to do is, if you're looking to improve your health, if you're looking to beat burnout, if you're looking to re-energize your body, maybe you want to lose weight, maybe you want to heal joint pain, maybe you want to just have more energy, heal your digestion, then get my free report that I have below. It's a guide for you to understand how much toxins your system has accumulated and what to do about it. It's a preparatory step. So it will show you all these main levers that you have to start pulling to start healing your body, start resetting, to start completely rejuvenating, to transform your hormones, and then everything becomes easy. Because the hormones, they're basically like the master, they're like the president. It's like the president sends out the military and the army, and they send out the police force and the businessmen into your city, and they start improving everything. They start improving the engineering, the roads, the businesses. Everything starts to get better. The hospitals, the government, the city councils. That's what hormones are to your body. They just make everything get organized and work so efficiently. And then the citizens, all the cells in your body, everything changes, right? So that's the secret of the hormones. And so when you detox and you cleanse and you pull all these levers in the right way, your hormones work better, and energy and health and vigor and vitality become so effortless. So that's what we want to do to get young and rebuild the inspiration, rebuild the charisma, the energy, the beauty, and the youth. So that's what I want to give you for free. So there's a link below. Click that and I'll send it over to your email. It's a free PDF report. Find out how toxic your system is and find out how to start detoxing, okay? All right, I love you guys. Monk Empty, winding down, signing out. See you tomorrow.